The Chiefs and Jets highlight Week 4 action in the NFL as the Bills try to hand the Dolphins their first loss of the season. Hey everyone, welcome into another NFL Breakdown. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Postmedia sports betting columnist Brennan and Toronto Sun NFL writer Dan Bilicki. And time to get their picks for three must-see games in Week number 4. Don, the Dolphins are one of three undefeated teams in the NFL right now, and they're heading off to Buffalo to battle the Bills on Sunday. Buffalo, a 2.5-point home favorite. Can Miami keep things rolling on the road?
Isn't this the game of the week, if maybe not the game of the year? I mean, with all the hype that's going on, you have the Dolphins become the first team in 57 years to score 10 touchdowns in a game. That's without Jalen Waddle, who's now looking like he has a shot at playing this week. They've already got Tyreek Hill. They got Raheem Mostert now, who's the sixth leading rusher in the league. As good as they are offensively, though, the Bills are pretty good offensively. The Bills are also number one, or up there anyways, defensively, where we don't know if the fish can defend yet. So I think that that's going to be a telltale sign. You know, they watched Miami saw Buffalo sack Sam Howell 9 times last week. They've given up 13 points in the last 2 games. It's going to be a big challenge for the Bills defense, but I think that they're going to get the better of the Dolphins offense this week. I like Buffalo winning 30-17.
You know what? Yeah, everyone saw a huge game last week, putting up 70 points, winning by 50. And now they're getting a couple points on the road. But you know what? You can call me a square, but I kind of like Miami here. The offense is obviously on fire. And don't forget that last year in the playoffs, Miami came to Buffalo with Skylar Thompson at QB and only lost by 3. So I'll go with Miami.
Yeah, should be an interesting one there for sure. Dan, meanwhile, in the AFC North, the Ravens and Browns will clash in Cleveland. Both teams sitting at 2-1. Which side are you leaning in this one?
This is actually my best bet of the week here. I like the Browns. Well, the Ravens got some players back in practice on their offensive line this week. I just don't think it's enough to contain the Browns' defense. It's looking like the best unit in the league. Myles Garrett's been fantastic, and he's a real good bet for Defensive Player of the Year. And Deshaun Watson isn't looking too bad. He's not his old Houston self, but I think it's enough to get by.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how there's one game separating all 4 teams in the AFC North. You pretty much expect that to be the case all year long. I think it's going to be a great, tight, rugged division as always. The Ravens broke a lot of hearts last week in survivor pools, losing to the Colts. And they did have those injuries, and as Dan pointed out, they are getting a lot of them back. I like the fact that they're getting a lot of them back. I like the chance to redeem themselves against the Browns, who, Jim Schwartz has them number 1 ranked defense in the league through 3 games. Looking really good. Myles Garrett looking really good, but I'm still not sold on Deshaun Watson. I don't think he's back yet, and I just think that the Ravens, with the players they're getting back, and Lamar Jackson, if he can be a little bit more careful with the ball, if he has that in him, I like the Ravens winning this game in Cleveland by 3.
Yeah, should mention the Browns are 3-point favorites in this one. Finally, I know Don mentioned that maybe the Bills and the Dolphins game is the game of the year, but let's be honest, guys, it's the Chiefs and Jets as Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and Kansas City heading to New York to take on the Jets, Don. Gang Green, 10-point underdogs in this one. Can they find a way to cover?
I thought it was interesting that there was more questions asked by the media about Taylor Swift after last week's game than there were asked about Patrick Mahomes' ankle. You see Patrick Mahomes limping around like that, and you think all of a sudden that the Chiefs, there goes their chance of being in their 4th Super Bowl in 5 years. And I mean, I was just flabbergasted that Andy Reid let him get back in the game with them having a 34-0 lead. Pat Mahomes has got a career in selling State Farm insurance for sure if this doesn't work out, if this football thing doesn't work out. They still haven't really, the Chiefs really haven't impressed against a decent defense yet. They've scored 20 against the Lions and 17 against the Jaguars. Yeah, they crushed the Bears last week. Who won't? The way they're going right now. But I think that it'll be a chance for the Chiefs to prove that their offense is back. The Jets aren't very good defending against the middle, which is Travis Kelce, and against the run. They're down against the run. So I see Isaiah Pacheco and Kelce having big games, and of course Mahomes having a big game, and I see the Chiefs winning by 17.
I'll just keep this short and sweet. Zach Wilson is awful, and you don't bet against Taylor Swift.
Yeah, good point there, Dan. I'm sure that's going to hold true this week. What's making your betting card? Leave your picks in the comment section below. To find all of Don and Dan's NFL picks, head over to the Toronto Sun.